This is a look at Toribash Next right now on July the 18th of 2020. So it seems like there's still quite a few things being worked on. One of my favorite things here is the scene thing and the options, and you load a scene and it like puts this beautiful like background and like it just looks crazy, dude. Like I'm just imagining like doing Aikido and my background looks like this. That's epic. I can just think of the cool things that we can get with this. Some cool scenery and stuff. So I joined a random room because apparently you just joined a random room, and obviously people still remember my name. So I'm in a room here with Sinner, and you can see this weird like bowl and like two like rectangle like things are flying around there. That is actually his camera. He obviously sees the same thing for me, so that's kind of weird that you can see all the other players' cameras and what they're doing in the game, like what they're looking at, how they're angling, and basically how the camera moves in real-time space. But it's a bit weird, but I suppose it's something just to see for beta purposes. I actually don't even know what the reason is that we can see other people's cameras. So Sinner is here trying to do some tricking, I believe, here, and we're just like watching him because it's a random room that we joined. It seems it's single player. He's just having fun and trying to jump around, and there's a weird white and blue checkered floor that he's able to use to kind of like, that's the part that he's able to play on. Unfortunately, the environment that you see in the background is purely aesthetical, so if his character actually had to run there, he would just go straight through it. So here's me trying to fight myself, because yeah, that's what you do, I guess. You go to like a random room here and you can fight yourself in Toribash Next. Fighting yourself is like, if you don't have opponents, don't worry, just fight yourself, bro. Okay, so what are we doing here? The controls feel super weird, man. Like it feels unnatural to me. Like, and the feet, I don't know if any of you guys have played Toribash Next yet, but the feet are like the opposite. When you scroll the mouse wheel to change the joints, it's not the same as normal Toribash. It's like completely opposite, and the torso is like really weird as well. Like it acts kind of odd. I don't know. Like there's something off about the controls, and I just can't really pinpoint it too clearly. I don't know if it's the ghost being a little bit weird because the ghost doesn't really follow through on what it's showing. Like normally in the normal Toribash, you can actually see in terms of the ghost, if you're controlling both the players, you can see what's going to happen. The ghost feels really wonky here, and I just decapped myself. Yep, that happened. Okay. Well, yep. So you can also change the way your character looks here in this customization menu. You can change like if your character has a metallic kind of texture look to them and how smooth the textures are. You can actually change the dojo and the floor stuff as well. That's pretty cool. Change that later. And it's pretty nifty and neat. Like you can see the character in front of me right now, this black dude with the red ghost. He is a player that like joined my room and then left, but his story stayed behind, so it's kind of confusing. So I'm going to change mine here to kind of just go through the options here. You can see you can pick all of these different options here. You kind of select the one you want to do, tick it, and then press the color that you want to do, I guess, and then you save it. And obviously this works for the 4 players. You can load it for 4 different players at the top of the menu there. You can also change things in the environments like the dojo color, the text, and all some other stuff. Now this is a weird mode called Freak Fight. There's 2 people who have absolutely nothing, and then there's me with a sword and another opponent who has a gun. I'll get to that shortly. The guns are fun in this game. So swords also act very differently from what you would actually imagine from normal Toribash. So a sword can actually, in this game mode specifically, it goes straight through the opponents. It goes straight through them, but it doesn't like dismember anything. It kind of just like cuts them or slices them, and it does that. That's the blood effect, by the way. So I kind of just like cut this dude's knees off and then hit this other guy in the elbow, the shoulder, and the neck. And what that does is it's fractured him. Like he's now fractured, I believe. So yeah, it's very, very weird to control this here. And I'm also not trying to be like super pro or anything, because I'm not. But I think the new sword like mechanics, the way it works, like how you can slash and slice through people, that would make for cool replays, dude. I'm just imagining like a fight where you like block with someone's sword and then like something goes wrong and the dude just like slices through the other dude and you just see like the blood particles just like like I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. But my favorite thing is probably the guns, which we'll get to soon. So here I'm in a multiplayer match against Dark for no reason. This was the guy who had that like that black Tory with the red ghost here, and I somehow decapped him. I'm so confused. Like if you look at where we were, like I don't know why his head just popped off. Like, I don't know. The grip is also kind of odd. When you see when I do a grip, it like puts that weird like rectangle wire grid box around my hands, and that means that I'm gripping right because there's actually no hand change. Like if I change my hand to like the rectangle, it actually doesn't change to a rectangle or anything in this game. So yeah, that's where it is right now. it's kind of confusing to control. Like it's like the feet thing is like really tripping me up. Like it's super tripping me up. Like why the feet are reversed, I don't know. If it's just me or if I've been away from Toribash for that long that feet like controls have changed. I don't know. So we're having a rematch again. We're having another match, and somehow I think I decap him here again. Just like, I'm just trying to figure out. You can look at the chest torso there. They're like, the joints are like now sideways instead of like up and down. Actually, I don't even recall if that was from normal Toribash. It seems very new to me. I got a decap there. His head just pops off too easily in this game, dude. Like, the heads just break. They fall off so easily. It's mad. So obviously this is beta, so a lot of things here are probably not going to make it to final. They're going to change quite a lot. So right now it's very in testing like purposes, So here I'm playing with the gun. Now the interesting thing about the gun is that when you click the gun, it fires off a bullet. So you don't have to like have like those weird gimmicky things where you have to make the bullet like angle a certain way. You can actually just click the gun like this and it will start firing off bullets. Like, that is super cool. Like, I just imagine like people being like in a imagine like a paintball arena mod. Like, there's a mod where there's like just obstacles everywhere and your objective is to shoot your opponent like that. Like, I just shot him through the chest there. I was actually expecting him to explode, but no, it just went through him and now he's like bleeding. He's just permanently bleeding. I don't know what that means. Gonna, like, die? I think there's disqualification here. So something. I'm gonna shoot him in the hand. Nope, he kept his hand there, so it's not like a matter of shooting him in the joints. No matter where you shoot him, he just keeps his stuff there. I don't know. I just shot him through the face. I don't know if he actually keeps his joints because of the settings and the mod settings. I'm still trying to figure out how everything works because it's super weird. The menus and everything has so many options that make no sense to me. You can also change the speed of your ghost and everything and the time frames. Bottom right. I was really having a lot of fun with this gun thing. It's pretty cool. Like, I have like big hopes for this shooting mechanic. It's actually really dope. But overall, this is where Toribash Next currently stands with the beta as of, well, like I said, the 18th of July 2020. So let me know if you'd like to see a follow-up video, maybe like my opinions or showcasing something specific. Right now I'm just showing you a general Toribash Next. This is everything I can shove into like one video that I could find in the game in like one little playthrough for like an hour or two, and just like to test and like do some random things. So let me know if there is something you'd want to see. Leave me a comment down below and I'll see you guys in a future video. Thank you for watching.